This thing is awesome. You know, this beats that myoelectric up. So let's see, is there any way I can get one of these things? And so we went and we put the paperwork in, and surprising as it may be, Workman's Comp said, yeah, go ahead. That surprised us all because normally you have to work pretty hard to get something through Work Comp. And they approved it right away. We only had to do the one request, and about a month and a half later, I had an eye limb. So I was like, wow, that was cool. It's like Christmas. The thing that struck me as different with the eye limb than any other prosthetic that I've had in the past would probably be the realism. When I was looking on the website, just the way the hand worked, where all the fingers worked independently of each other and not like a C-clamp like the myoelectric did, that you put on a decent looking cover that looked like a hand, and you've got something that operated a lot like a real hand did. And again, I've always been more concerned of the look of the hand. As being a professional trainer in front of people all the time, it's important for me to have people focus on what I'm saying, what I'm doing, not necessarily, oh, that guy's got one arm. So when I saw this, when I saw the website, I looked at it and I go, wow, that's the way that moves is so realistic. Imagine what it will look like when you put a decent glove on it that looks like a hand. That thing's going to be awesome, and it is. I'm the first one to have it in Minnesota, so I'm going to go out there, and I've got kind of a outgoing personality, I guess you would say. So, I have done that where I've showed people, the teller going out, hey, you want to see something? And I start showing them my hand, and they're like, oh man, that thing is cool. And so I start picking up things and start moving stuff around and say, hey, I can even grab this thing. And, so I feel that unless I actually show the person that it's an artificial arm, they don't even realize it. And that's what I like. I think with having the eye limb and how realistic it looks, and people don't realize that it's an artificial hand, I feel more confident in what I'm doing. If I'm presenting in front of a group or I'm training on something, I'm not feeling that people are looking at my hand. They're just looking at me as a person and hearing what I have to say and learning what I have to deliver, rather than getting caught up in, wow, did you notice he only has one hand? Workman's compensation, surprisingly enough, did cover the cost of the eye limb upon the first request. Sometimes it takes more than one request to convince them that the eye limb will, or that a product or a piece of equipment will help somebody's life to the point where they'll agree to pay for it. With the eye limb, we just did it one time, submitted it, we got the approval, got it in about a month and a half. Everybody's happy, including me. The eye limb has changed my life and made my life better by giving me more confidence when I'm dealing with people, when I'm in front of an audience and delivering my training. It because of its realism, people don't see that it's an artificial arm. That is one of the biggest things for me. As far as the functionality of the hand, it has actually done quite a bit there too. I've been able to do some of the easier things in life that people don't really think about, like tying a tie, opening up a banana, doing some of the simple things, opening a door even. These are things that people take for granted, that they can just extend their hand, open it up, do whatever they need to do, and they're through the door. For me, it's been more of a struggle through life because I am usually carrying something in the one good hand that I have, leaving the other one trying now, how do I open up this door? Trying to figure out ways to open things that, even a Ziploc bag. I mean, with one hand, it's very difficult to do. With the eye limb, I can hold on to the bag, zip it with my good hand, everything's good to go. So, even the easy things in life have gotten better.